Welcome, everyone, to Totally Whiskey and Wine. I'm your host, Jason. With me is James, our intermediate, and Zach, our industry professional. And we are going to be rating today a Fortaleza Blanco Tequila, 80 proof. So, without any further ado, what score did it get? $76. Yep, that's right. So it got a 76. So how did we come up with that? Well, we rate on 4 different categories. We rate on nose, mouthfeel, flavor, and finally, the finish. Each category we test blind and we give it our own personal ratings between 1 and 25. We add all our 4 categories together to get our total between up to 100. And then we add all of us together, average amount, to get our final score. So let's start out with the nose. So for the nose, I actually gave this one a 14. And the reason I gave it a 14 is because when it comes to tequilas, I have zero experience. I've had tequila before. I've never...
You shot your Jose Cuervo?
Yeah, I mean, I've had some good stuff too, but I'm not a ton. And it's usually like in a drink with something else. Or it's, okay, we're doing shots, so you're not
for
really...
the specific purpose of smelling,
yeah,
tasting, nosing, mouthing.
Exactly. So like the nose, I really didn't have anything to compare it to, so I kind of give it a
you
a
plugged
middle.
it anyway.
Yeah, I kind of did a middle of the road score for that reason. So take my opinion on this one with a grain of salt because I really don't have anything to compare against. But James, go ahead.
So nose-wise, I gave this a 19. I found it floral, buttery, kind of dry. Smelled dry to me. Maybe it's because I know it comes from a desert, but I mean, it's just smelled sort of dry to me. So, but yeah, 19. How about you?
So I gave this thing a 23 for the nose. The obvious nose here, agave nectar, that's going to come up. I gave it grapefruit, rosemary, Meyer lemon peel, and a light tinge of stone, almost flinty.
That's interesting. Hold on, now
Now he's got to look for stone.
Stone for me.
I don't know if I can get stone out of that.
What'd you give it?
I give it 14. Like I said, 14? It was kind of middle of the road score.
All right, so what about mouth?
All right, mouthfeel. Excellent question. So next is mouthfeel.
Ooh.
So mouthfeel, this one, again, not too much to compare it to, but I liked it. So I gave it a little bit higher. I gave it 17. I felt it did kind of it hit the sides of my tongue. It hit the tip really nice. It was kind of nice, even. Not as much on the back, a little bit, but I felt it a lot on the sides and the tip, and it was a nice burn. So I was like, I like that a little bit. So I gave it a 17.
Mouthfeel for me was another 19. Light, sweet, sweet all the way around. There's nothing that hits it off like a sour or over ripened or anything like that. So. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty traditional tequila kind of flavors. It's what's supposed to be there is definitely there.
Zach,
My first perfect score, 25.
wow,
25.
So whole mouth filling. It's like you said, it has that nice sweet all the way through. It coats the tongue perfectly. But I mean, it is like drinking water. It's so smooth.
It was smooth. I will give you that. I mean,
it's unparalleled.
I mean, when we start comparing other tequilas, now I have something to baseline off it.
I kind of want to blind you. Water versus
Blind.
All right, so that was mouthfeel. So now we're going for flavor. Flavor. I did get sweet. I actually got, to me, what was like just a hint of smokiness, and maybe that's where that stone smell kind of comes in.
That can come in, yeah.
So maybe a hint of smokiness to it, but it was nice. I liked the flavor of it.
What was your number?
17.
17? Oh, okay.
Yeah, again, because I don't have much to compare to.
Okay.
But I think, honestly, if I had more experience with different tequilas, based on what you guys are saying and how, I agree with what I'm getting here. I just didn't know how to rate it. I probably would rate it higher compared to others if they weren't doing the same.
Flavor-wise, for me, I jumped in at 16. I felt this is just kind of where, maybe my palate wants more stuff. I gave it a mild, a light roasted buttery kind of like when you open the oven after roasting a turkey, and that butter that's burned over the top of the turkey, that what it would taste like when you lick the skin on a turkey, like that buttery kind of light buttery. That's really what I had the hardest time with what to give the word for the flavor that it had, other than just calling it agave tequila. Like I had to give it a word for something, and that's where I went with
butter is a good word, I think.
Yeah,
because it's smooth like that.
Yeah, light roasted butter.
Yeah.
So for me, flavor also where it lost points for me is a 19 for me. So still very indicative of what Jalisco Tequila is going to be doing. I just wanted more, and I think if it had more, it might have brought down the other categories. So you never know. They pick their battles on this. But like you mentioned, a little bit more smoky as you actually get to palletize this, and it develops those more round characteristics. I'm not sure about buttery. I might have to dig a little deeper, see if I
actually kind of
that
get
at
that
all.
out. When you put that in your head and I kind of get not. I know we're talking flavor, but I actually kind of buttery for me mouthfeel. That smoothness.
Yeah. Okay, 19 on flavor.
Nice.
So
all right.
how about our finish?
Our finish. Excellent question. So for the finish, once again, I'm predictable. 17, I gave it again. So that, I thought finish, it felt good. I would drink this. I think you put it best when we were letting stuff slip during the blind. I could see myself sitting on a boat, on a pontoon with a bunch of guys, hanging out, drinking this, lines in the water, not even giving a damn about the lines in the water, just enjoying the tequila. Because it's nice. It is very enjoyable.
Yeah, for me, I gave it an 18. It came back up here. It was a nice lasting balance to the flavor that was there, last to it. It held on. It wasn't gone right up. It's smooth. It's light. It's watery. But when I finish my drink, it's still there.
Yep.
There's still flavor on my tongue. There's still flavor in my throat. There's still flavors in my nose. It held on good. So it's thick that way.
Yeah.
So good. 18.
No, absolutely. Another high score for me, 23 on the finish.
Nice.
As the whole experience pulls together and it's leaving the palate, like even now I'm still getting whispers of that like sweet lime juice, the agave pressing through, little bits of grapefruit. Very citrusy the way this likes to pull forward. But I just can't let it go. It keeps coming and coming.
40%. You said, well, how much was it a bottle?
I paid 60. That's not what people normally pay for this.
Well, I think we looked at it, and it varies between 75 and 120 depending on where you're getting it, and the local market. But so average it out. Say
It's a good
say
tequila.
90 a bottle.
It's a good tequila.
Yeah.
It's better than Clase Azul, that's for damn sure.
It's a Blanco. I
was
tend
nice.
towards some of the other more whiskey kind of Reposado kind of sort of things. But
I'm sure
it's
you'd like to
definitely
see
a
the
good Blanco.
vanilla of oak come through.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually would be interested to hear from you guys your thoughts on what do you think this would go well with when it comes to a meal? Because I personally when I have drinks, I'm having drinks with something to
Drinks
eat.
and the tequila.
I would do pan-seared fish, jasmine rice, squirt of lime juice on top of everything. Just have that sitting there on the
I
side.
like pear, just pear, right? Anything pear. If you had some sort of like pear and
You want to make
something
a
like a
prickly pear martini with this?
There you go.
pear.
Actually, see, that's
pear
another
and
thing. What if
tequila,
you
like a
could
peary sort of thing. Yeah,
something with that? Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but
What,
pear.
like cocktail with this?
pear.
Well, maybe a cocktail with it, but I was thinking more along the food and like like a baked pear dessert kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sweet like
There
that.
you
That-
go.
Nice.
That's
yeah.
kind of where my
I like.
mind
I kind of could envision. I like the seafood idea with this. I think I can like.
I just like
Chilean
sitting in the
sea
ocean
bass.
with it. I don't need the food.
Yeah, no, well,
Yeah, but if you like a sea bass,
Like
or
a
something
sea bass
like
or
that,
something
maybe,
like that. I think
yeah.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
Key West style lobster or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
you know?
something like
Yeah.
that. I could do that, or
You
maybe
might also-
oysters Rockefeller.
You know what might also be nice with this? Take a pineapple, just cut open the top, take an ice cream scooper, scoop out some of the pineapple, just pour the
Pour it
bottle in,
right
throw in a
there.
couple orange slices.
That might take
There
something
you
away
go.
from it. The pineapple could add a little bit of a sweet to it.
Yeah,
but
well,
But
it's
it
a
also
little
had a
different.
lot of acidity.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so there you have it, folks. The Fortaleza Blanco Tequila, 80 proof, somewhere approximately $90 a bottle for the size bottle that we have here. what size was that?
It's just a normal 750
No,
milliliter.
750 mil. So
So let's go over some quick facts.
Oh
about
yes,
the item
absolutely.
first.
Let's do that.
So just a quick little trivia here. Like 99% of tequila, it's from the Jalisco hillside in Mexico. The particular distillery was founded in 1873, making it one of the oldest tequila distilleries in Mexico. Started by the Spanish, as most were. The actual agave is matured 8 years before harvest. It's all Blue Weber agave, organic. And the more cool thing about this, they actually allow the agave to sit in the oven much longer than most, at 36 total hours in the stone oven.
Okay.
And then it's also stone crushed, so that's where you get a lot of that minerality.
I was gonna say maybe that's where you're getting that kind of flintiness to it, is because of
Dry. For me, I had a word in there that was dry. Maybe
Mhm.
dry comes to me
That
as
too,
dry as
yeah.
more stony or earthier.
that could be.
It's all volcanic rock.
That's really cool. Any closing thoughts?
That's it. Pretty
Buy
good
a
tequila.
bottle if you find it.
Yeah. It. I think it's definitely worth the value. All right. Anyway, Fortaleza Blanco Tequila, a 76 on our rating scale, and I would say we all kind of agree, probably worth the value, worth the money. With that being said, cheers, everybody.
Kampai.